There I am. Lost to my own channel. I see. What is the URL? Don't know. Maybe this? Hello, Incredibro. How are you? First ever. How are you doing? Let's see how it works on YouTube. The Twitch, what happened? Yeah. So on Saturday, I I I went to watch some friends streaming, and then I received a message saying that my account was suspended. So I went to my email and I saw that during the night I received an email saying my account has been suspended for fraud. So obviously I went to look what happened, but they give me no explanation at all. But in the email they say, well, you can go to this appeal page and try to get your account back. So I filled in the fraud. Go figure. And I filled up the form and I sent the form, and right away it got rejected. Right away. Like I clicked submit, it refreshed the page, and it was rejected. I said, well, that's weird. Clearly nobody read the message. So I said, okay, let's try to get in touch with them. So I talked to them, and they said, well, yeah, your account is suspended, and there is nothing I can say, and you can appeal again in 6 months. I said, what? 6 months? And they said, yeah, there's nothing else I can say. So good luck. I said, okay, thank you so much. Now I'm on YouTube. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they don't give any details or anything. And can you hear me correctly? Can you see the screen correctly? Can you see everything as it should be? Read the code? Because I just received a warning from YouTube saying that the stream current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. And I sense a huge delay. Did you try to reach on X? Now I won't even bother. Sinisperi, hello, how are you? Damn it, there is a huge delay. Isn't it? Can you hear me correctly? Is my sound okay? Cooking breakfast, nice. Can you guys read the screen? Oh, that's weird. So YouTube is, look at this. Bit rate for the stream is this, and it's telling me to do that. I can do that, but not now because it will stop streaming. Yeah, I don't know why they want this. And they're saying the audio is set to 0 instead of 1 to 8. But anyway. Well, my first time, let's see how it goes. Let's try to make progress. But yeah, incredible. I'm suspended from Twitch indefinitely. And the fact that they don't give any details for me to say, oh, I didn't know I did that, or oh, I did that without knowing it was a fraud. Or even say, yeah, I messed up. But no, they don't give you anything. It's just sad. Yeah, and I did, and they said they can't give details. So you know what? I don't care. It's adios Twitch, adios. Yeah, that's a shame. That's what I was talking with a friend yesterday, and he said the same thing. He said it doesn't matter how big or how small you are as a streamer, you have an audience, and they expect you there, and then suddenly you're gone, and Twitch doesn't even care. And let's see if I can get a community. And it also said that maybe I can reach more people on YouTube because of everybody has a YouTube account, but not everybody has a Twitch account, right? So my mom can subscribe to my channel, you say, and help me out. But my mom doesn't have a Twitch account. My wife can. So you see, so it's more open to the world, I would say. But I'm sure that the tooling and functionality is not as close to Twitch. Yep. It is what it is. The dough is kaput. Okay, that doesn't even close. It's all secondary. Twitch and YouTube can coexist and can be streamed together. Yeah, I agree 100%. But if one day they release my account, I would definitely stream on both. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I was mad already. I felt sad, which was surprising to me, because I'm not that kind of person. But it made me sad to be suspended like this. So Saturday was not a nice day, but it's just streaming. And I'm super curious about the reason for that, because if I committed fraud, why would I have only 8 subscribers? You know, if I were to commit subscription fraud, I would I don't know, thousands? But not 8. It would be so stupid of me. Where is the background? I always forget where that is. There you go. I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, apparently, yeah. Just thought you were about to think about considering committing fraud. Yeah, that's a good move. Oh, he's about to commit fraud. So let's help him out and kick him out of Twitch. And the bad thing, not the bad, but the worst thing is that people will try to reach to my channel. It's not like lots of people are doing that. Whoever does that, they will see this ugly message. You know, like this channel is currently unavailable because of a violation of terms of services from Twitch. That's not true. You know, so just remove the channel, return a photo for, and don't say that I messed up, because I fucking didn't. Ugh. It's just bad. No, the notification, it's not for me. The notification, I'm not even logged in. I can't log in. This is like updates. And I don't even have a reason to continue with Prime. These just are games. That's why I had Amazon Prime, just so I could stream and help other streamers like Cinespatty, like Trevron, Dino, and whatnot. But now it's useless. What am I? Oh yeah, I'm about to work on the movement. Look at this, Cinespatty added the mouse movement. It looks very nice. I like the light. Then we need to think about how we're going to manage the shooting with the light. Because I can look to the left and shoot to the right, see? Speaking of Don, he played my game and helped me find some bugs. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Really fun to watch him. It's very nice that he played it for you. You'll definitely have like the beta version of this. He has really good suggestions. Sinispati, I'll leave this to you, my friend. Oh no, you are not me. And if you don't feel like doing it, let me know. Let me check something else. Let's go to the player level up. Is there a huge disconnect between what I say and what you guys see on my screen? Because what I see on the YouTube screen is really like there's a huge delay. Yeah, if you don't mind. And also I mentioned the shooting thing. So so what I see of myself is super delayed. So I'm worried how my sound is synced with what you guys see. I'm hoping the audio delay is equal to the video delay. I don't mind doing anything. Shadows of the walls, Colleen. Yeah, this was a suggestion from a friend from work yesterday. Shooting a single bullet shouldn't have a spread. But when you shoot, like when you hold, it'll, and then you have this spread going on. That depends on the game. Oh, you mean, yeah, yeah. That's why I left it here in the backlog, because I need to discuss with Sinispati first. And see how we want to approach that if we want to solve that. So for now, it's just in the box of ideas. So yeah, so let's start implementing this bad boy. So the enemy will drop a thing. This thing will be used as experience. This owl should be configurable. Update settings, okay? We still don't know which, but we have two options for now. The player will use the collected experience only when he dies and goes to the hall, or the player will use it when he wants. Yeah. For the MVP, we can give 1 experience per 1 point. Experience drop by the enemy will be at least 1, but the difficulty will define the amount, okay? We're going to upgrade these stats. So the accuracy would be what would define the spread. Higher spread, less accuracy. Nice. How can I start this? Because there are many things. There is the enemy drop. So we kill an enemy and it has to drop something. So I think that we need to do that first. What else do I need? Because this looks like a bigger um, a bigger task, and I need to break this into small pieces. Wait a second. I had it written here. Drop by the end will be at least 1, but the difficulty will define the amount. Okay. Yeah, I tried doing that one like during my development career, and it doesn't work for me, unfortunately. I learned that for me, for my brain, it's easy for me if I break that. Oh my god. Ugh. If I break that into small chunks of progress. Um, Let me copy this image. Why did I do that? This is just the screen. I don't think I need details here. It's a mix of code. It's not art related. It's UI. This is a small one. Yeah, I think I go with this. And an incredible, another good reason to break tasks in small pieces like this is that since I'm working with Cinespaddy, if we work in small chunks, it's easier for us to follow up on each other's work. You know, instead of having that huge amount of thing that I'm constantly working and then trying to merge with the work that he's doing. So we can work together better, I think. Okay, so let's go to the... I didn't make any changes. Oh, I made changes. Hello, Mr. Nock. How are you? Now I'm a YouTuber. I'm doing great, thank you. Learning Ruby. Oh, that's a fun language. I used it for many years, not many years, 5 years maybe. It's not a bad language to write, but I remember it was a pain in the butt regarding performance and usage on because it has a lot of magic, right? Not yeah, Ruby does, but then if you put Rails on top of that, then things get worse. I'm not saying that Rails is a bad framework, but I mean it does so many things for you that I think it becomes somewhat expensive, on the computer. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good tool. Why is Godot freezing? Oh my crap. Look at that. I tried to run a test and failed badly. Yeah, it reminds me of uh of the Java environment because you have so many libraries, so many ways of doing the same thing. So if you want to write tests and you look for test libraries, you're going to have a lot of options. And then, at least for me, it drives me crazy. So yeah, the enemy. And as always, I'm sleepy as hell. Okay, so the idea is for the enemy to drop things. So I'll do that this way. So the experience drop will be a thing that will be actually, I'm gonna go and make it correctly right away. Scenes. Drops. Let's call it drops for now. So this is the experience drop. So this is just this. How random will it be? I mean, who is going to be responsible for defining the randomness of this? Is it going to be the player or the game? It's going to be the enemy. So when the enemy dies, which we have here. When the enemy dies, um, experience. I don't know how to write experience. Experience. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently we're gonna have this. This is going to happen here. And this is probably going to be like a configuration manager or something like that. And yeah, so this thing here will just drop. It will just fall on the ground, and the user might pick it up or not. So let's go with the basics, as we already know. Pick up area. I always forget. Cool. There is no process here. So as soon as it picks up, you're gonna have to have a counted of how many orbs the player has. For now, we're not worried about displaying anything, but we need to have a counter somewhere. I don't think it should be in the player attribute. Like current experience. Because the amount of experience should it be here as a global thing? something like that. So every time, and then, yeah, let's try it this way, then I can improve. Every time I pick one, we're going to do, yeah, it's just the amount, yeah. So unused signal, yep. So I can experience pickup and then emit that signal when we pick this up. Something like this for each. We're going to do this. And this is going to emit the signal. And who is going to be listening to that? I'm not sure, so I'm just trying stuff. So we're going to do so for each one, we're going to increment the experience, the picked up experience, and the just increment the amount. Is this the best place? I have no idea for now. So when the enemy dies, it's going to instantiate this. Let's just see if everything is connected correctly. Yeah, so when the enemy dies, we're gonna have to have, this is something I do not enjoy having. This. Because now the enemy depends on this bad boy. Yeah, so this will not be inside. This will be eventually be instantiated. But it won't be something inside the enemy. The enemy will do that. No. It doesn't have to be like that. I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to load. I forgot how to load stuff. It actually is like a preload. Give me a minute. Yeah, there you go. So when the scene is ready, you have to preload the experience scene, which is a packet scene, and reload, and the path is going to be read the scenes, experience drop. There we go. That should do it. And now every time the enemy dies, it's going to drop one. Let me, should I do some? No, just do this. It's node to D for now. So add child, because I still don't know where I'm going to place that. As soon as I place, okay, seems good enough. Okay, let's go there and kill this bad boy. Oh, it's unkillable. Oh, look at that. It's an immortal enemy. What's going on? It has the player and the damage area. Oh, here it is. Ah, yep. So the damage area should be, I think this is the one. There you go. Oh, look at that. He dropped the experience. But it's still... Yeah, I didn't queue free, so all the mechanics and the process functions are being called. And blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, I should have... Yeah, there was an error there. Oh, there you go. It's speaking up experience. See, good. One damage error entered. Okay. There is a way to do this. To call deferred. When I add, I can call deferred, and I want to call the add child, and I wanted to add the experience thing. Isn't it this? A string name. Okay. There we go. Now at least this error should be fixed. Oop, what is that? Ready, no grab. What? That's a new. A new error. No grab. Okay, so I can pick up experience or counting like crazy. Boom. Yep. One thing is the pickup area should not be here. It should detect only the player. So only when the player is on top of that, we should count. There you go. Now it's not counting like crazy. Mm. Okay, so one thing that I have to do is that I need to add these drops to a different place. Yeah, probably on the level. So the level will have, let's create a wait. Should it be here? Should it be on the main? Add it here for now. That's what happens. Let me add this one to a group. Enemy drops. Node groups. Oh, is it a global thing? What is a global group? What is a global group? I mean, I know what it's global, but what is different? They have the same game, but global groups can be managed from global groups tab in project settings. But it can only manage groups that appear in the scene currently open in the editor. What? So it's mostly like a visual thing? Not visual, but like when editing. The underlying logic of groups is unchanged. Groups are the same, they all the same. The way groups are organized and displayed in the editor has changed drastically. So it's just, yeah, as I said, it's just a visual thing here. So if I go to the experience drop, I have the global group here. That's all. I can still access it the same way. I thought it would be I could access it differently. Yeah, so nope. That's not what I need. Enemy drops. We can be just here. No, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, it has to be global. Because it's going to be used by other level scenes. But I believe that in code, it doesn't change. Every node groups is kept track of and displayed in the group header for easy access. This is the exact same behavior as prior to this PR. The difference between local and global group is the local groups and their descriptions are stored in the project settings underneath global group in the Godot bar. The PR also implements some internal methods in the project settings class to retrieve them, but they are not exposed. In code, you may write something like this. I don't see why you'd need to, but I wouldn't say throughoutly because, again, it'd be throughoutly document. Alright. So enemy drops. So when you drop, what I need to do is I need to find that group, right? I always forget. Get tree. Get first noding group. Then the group is going to be called. This is one thing I do not like. See. So this could be, if I change the name, it might bite me in the butt, on the butt. No. There you go. Oh my god. I'm sleepy. Ugh. So we bring it up. Time for bed, man. I just left the bed. And it was like 4 a.m., something like that. I always leave a glass of water by my side on the bed. And around 4 a.m., I woke up thirsty, so I went to drink water. But then I hit the glass and dropped water all over the place. Oh, man. And then my wife woke up. What's going on? I said, I dropped the water. And I said, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. So it's so dry here currently that in about half an hour It dried out. uh, yeah. You need more sleep, my friend. I do, which is insane. I don't know what happened this night. Uh, yeah, the weather here is sucking really bad. Hmm. Oh no, where's my drop? Oh, it is somewhere in here. It's probably, oh yeah. It is there, yeah, there you go. But the thing is that I need to change the position, yeah? I need to tell where it's going to be. Because it probably spawned on the position 00. So there you go. The global position of the player, of the enemy. There you go. So I picked it up. I see the count. As soon as I see the count, I'll kill it free. Right? So call it deferred. Kill free. Or can I kill free right away? I think I can in this case. So I'll pick it up. Fade away. Boom. Okay, and then we have one experience. That is the these are unimportant details. But this is something I learned when working on the Redemption version 1. That I have to be concise and not rush things. Otherwise, I'll make mistakes, and then eventually there will come that moment where I say, oh, I need to clean up the code. That's really bad. But the thing is that I think I'm now programming on a faster pace using Godot, which is really good. So now the enemy drops stuff. Yeah, this is something else. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright. Keep on rolling, baby. Innovativities. Dun, 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 dun. So we have it. Is it enough? So we're gonna have a count of yeah, I think this is okay. Now I have to do the interface. Oh, here it is. Already did that. I thought it was going to take more time. Look, I'm improving. Yeah, let's do this. This is fun. Creating interfaces on Godot is fun. Terry! Ooh, okay, prepare yourself. I've been suspended from Twitch. Hello, yeah. I've been suspended for fraud. Can you believe that? For subscription fraud specifically. It happened Saturday, and as soon as I received the email, not as soon, anyway, I received an email. I tried to log in. I received a warning saying my account was suspended indefinitely, and they gave me a link to a form, appeal form. And I said, okay, you can appeal to this decision. So I fill up the form saying it's probably a mistake, no fraud at all. Like I have just 8 subscribers. It's a weird kind of fraud, right? That I would be committing. Because if I were to commit fraud, subscription fraud, I would have like thousands of subscriptions, not 8. So I filled up the form, and as soon as I sent it, the page refreshed and they said it was rejected right away. So nobody read the message. So then I sent them an email, and then they were fast to answer, which was good. So they answered saying they checked my account, it is suspended for fraud, there is nothing they can do, and they cannot share the details of why they say it's a fraud. So I insisted. They said, hey, I can't help you with that, but you can appeal again in 6 months. So I said, yeah, time to go to YouTube and forget about Twitch for at least 6 months until maybe they give out the information why was my channel suspended for fraud. I don't know what kind of fraud I could have. How can I commit fraud on Twitch while streaming? You know, it's curious. And the fact that they can't share any details it just adds to the absurdity, if that's a word, of the situation. Absolutely ridiculous. Indeed. And that's, I can't even log in my account. I tried to log in and it says it's suspended. It's all bad. So now I'm on YouTube and let's see what happens. And you say, what fraud would it be committed? Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'm double stupid, right? And every time you try to reach my channel, it says that I violated the terms of service. And if I try to log in, It's going to say it is suspended, so there's the appeal portal. To see suspended for indeterminate time. And it was, so I filled up the form, and as soon as I did that, it got rejected right away. Now I have to wait 6 months to do it again. I tried filling it up and it didn't work. Yeah. See, that's just sad. Like, if they could at least tell me why, you know, they saw fraud in anything that I did. Maybe I did something wrong that I'm not aware of. But the fact that they don't give you anything is just frustrating. If they said, okay, you did this and this is wrong. Oh, I'm really sorry. Now I understand the suspension, so I'm gladly waiting for 6 months and not doing that again. But they just don't care. So honestly, I don't care. Yeah. It's really bad on them to do that, you know. It's like punishing your kid and not telling them, well, you're being punished. Why? You're being punished, trust me. What did I do wrong? Oh, you did something wrong. What? I cannot tell you, but you did something wrong, trust me. Now you're going to be punished. You're going to be in your room. Why? Let me know what I did wrong so I don't make it again. I don't make the same mistake again, you see? But anyway, it's just, as you said, it's just ridiculous. Ooh, now it's... It's a good time to write this. I'm gonna try my best. What? Why is it being displayed there? What happened? You should be inside the panel. What? What is this? Oh, there you go. Now, why would it move there? No idea. So we're gonna do that. Should it be inside the panel? Are we gonna have like a box, which would be a vertical box? And inside the box, we're going to have a horizontal box. And in here, we're gonna have the first label. I need to rewatch that awesome YouTube video on creating these interfaces. Because this is weird to me. No, you go up there. There you go. I don't know why none of these are inside the panel. So ciao to the panel. So we have the shooting frequency. But then we're gonna have a progress bar. A Show progress bar. There you go. Let's do anything. Minimum value 100, value is 50, just so we can see something. New canvas texture. No. Image texture. There you go. Beautiful. We have 50% of that, right? 90%, 10%. There you go. Now, let me do things properly. Let me create an image. Like this. Let me open a sprite super fast. And now let me... Now. Preferences. It's going to be dark. It's going to be 200. There we go. So now let me create, yeah, this looks okay. So let me use this Cinespaddy. I'm not sure if you're still there. Totally cool if you're not. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to create a temporary folder. I'm going to create, oh no. I have to export it instead. Yeah, I think this is all. For this to work, probably. Go to assets. Let me hide all these. Temporary. There you go. So this looks nice. And as per our design, we have a plus and a minus button. So we don't have a we do have buttons. What I was about to say. It's just a button. Let's call it plus. And let's create another button. Let's call it minus. There you go. And this is minus. There you go. I think it's like this, right? The plus is always, not always, but usually on the right. So this is something that is going to repeat itself a lot, see? So we have this. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. There you go. So this is going to be what? And this is the same thing. The alignment is awful. We need to fix that. So this is what I already see as a something to change. This has to be an independent component that we can pull into the scene, and then we can configure that with the name, at least the name. Now, how can I align them? Like these bad boys. Maybe if this is... Nope. So the VBox container is also this. Okay. Okay, so I can do this. Alignment center. Yeah, but this doesn't help with the alignment down here. There continue to be. I found messing around with the boxes really frustrating, and when I finally got something, I had no clue. But yeah, it's so weird. There is an amazing video on YouTube that I have to watch again. Something like that. Yeah. So this is an awesome channel for anyone interested. He has a UI Godot basics, and he goes calmly and throughout all the details of the interface. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I will eventually watch it again. So I can make this work. What can I use inside? So the container size just is just going to determine the entire size of the box, so it doesn't push things. That's okay. I just want them to be aligned here. How can I do that? So the bars are aligned. Oh, a container that keeps chart controls in its center. It did what it has to do, right? Oh, nope. I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I need to watch that video again eventually and learn how to make these look good. So for now, it's just this beautiful thing here. But now let's go to the interesting part. And what we can do is this. This is something that has to be programmable, right? So we can create as many as we want. And we have to specify two things: the name of the property we want to upgrade, and the value of the bar. Because this is what we have in mind. So the player will come, click the plus button, and then this will. But this is going to progress differently. So as soon as you fill up the bar for the first time, like you improve your shooting frequency. And the second time you're going to do that, the rate it's going to increase, it's going to be smaller. And it goes on as on, meaning that it costs more for you to improve the same ability. So I'm thinking how I am going to program, not the rate in which it increases, but how I'm going to program this communication here. Okay, let's first make this a thing in itself. What is the name of this? This is a thing that upgrades the characteristic attribute of the player. Grader. Jesus, I'm terrible with names. So you two are going away. And you, yeah, you are this bad boy here. So attribute upgrader. Attribute name. I'm inside the attribute already, so just name in progress bar. Name goes here. So this is maybe this is a place where I can improve this where I can distribute things evenly. If I do the, yeah, not what I want. I want them to be like this. Right, but it doesn't mean that they will be evenly distributed when I have one on top of each other. So this is not good. Oh, this. Hello, Beastmaster. How are you doing? Yeah, man, I've been suspended from Twitch for fraud. Can you believe it? And they don't even care about telling me why. So now I'm a YouTuber. It's going great, man. Do you remember the last time you played the game? Now the game is looking very good, visually speaking. You see. So we're making improvements. I joined forces with another streamer, Sinispatty, and he's super talented as a visual person and also a developer. Yeah, it's looking very nice. So we're adding a few things like a spread when you shoot the bullet instead of shooting on a straight line. So anyway, there are lots and lots of things that are changed. It's looking good. It's looking good. Now I'm getting beaten by the UI of Godot, which is fun. But I'm learning. That's the main point. What I'm trying to understand here is if there is a way for me to. But anyway, thank you for joining. If there's a way for me to evenly distribute those three. Actually, there is. I remember when I watched that. This guy did that at some point. He had like a ratio thing when he added buttons. Oh, there you go. Almost there. Okay, deciding the themes and everything. Okay, so you have an H box. There you go. Okay. It is in the stretch ratio, isn't it? Yeah, if you. Okay. If I do this, it is going to take all the space it requires. The same for this guy. And the same for these guys. But they're not taking much space. See? So it doesn't change anything. They're already taking all the space they need. Which means that and it will always grow. Yeah, so okay, let's continue. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait a second. I don't think you folks are listening to the video. Yeah.
Divided by 4.
Now you are.
So we set the stretch ratio here to 3, and we get the correct result. Again, all the stretch ratios are added. So OK button has 1, cancel button has 3. Sum of this is 1 plus 3 is 4. So we have 4. And now the OK button gets 1 divided by 4, which is 1/4. And the cancel button gets 3 divided by 4, which is 3/4. And we maybe make another example. Let's say the OK button should have 2/3 and the cancel button has 1/3. How do we do that? Well, again, we want thirds, so the sum needs to be 3. So we give the cancel button 1, and we give the OK button 2. And now the OK button has 2 divided by the sum, which like works. If you have the only make me as big of this box is decided by if how the big okay, or do I shrink myself and go to the center, or do I shrink myself and go to the beginning? Then the container will only give this button as much space as it needs. All the space we have tiny, it will not. How much space do I want? Let's add the cancel button again. Center
Yeah, but that.
this container inside of the center container. So see this center.
Yeah, this is what I tried a few minutes ago. Centers everything, which is nice.
Container and now same size anymore. So why is that? Well, the reason for this is that the center container only gives its child nodes as much space as they need. So you see, while this HBox container is inside of the center container, I don't even have an option to expand. The center container does not support it. So the HBox container only gets as much size as its child nodes need. So there's no space to expand because the center container will not give the HBox container enough space. So this is not working. Let's move it up here and delete the center container because that is not working.
Yes.
There's another trick which we can use to make this work, and this is a spacer control. And the spacer control is really just an empty control. So you use the control node, which will render nothing. And now we set this control to expand. Layout, container sizing, expand. And now you can see that it gets 1/3 of the space because it's expand and it has a stretch ratio of 1. And we have 3 components. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And it gets 1/3. If we duplicate this and add another control down here, it gets 1/4 of the space. And this effectively centers our 2 other buttons. That is a nice trick, which we can also use to move these buttons down here. Because the label is nice with the mission, but I would like to have these buttons at the bottom. We can again add a control and put it here above the HBox container. And now we want to set its layout to expand. There's also a second place where you can set this, which is up here. So we want to expand. Expand it. So if you don't want to click here, you can also set it up here. So now this expands and it takes all the space it can get. All the other controls take the space that they need, and this spacer control, which we can also maybe name spacer, it's always a good idea to rename your nodes so you know what they do. So spacer 2, and the spacer control will grow and shrink depending on how much space is available. So if I make this really small, there's no more space, so it will be really small. But if I make it bigger, it will automatically grow and push the buttons down. So we have now made our UI much better by using containers to automatically lay out our controls. But there's still a problem. If I run this, and if I change the size of my window, the UI does not what I would like. The first problem is that this thing should always be in the upper right corner, no matter how I change this window size. And also I would like this to always be in the center, no matter how I change my window size. And we can do this with anchors. If you look at this panel container up here, which I have selected, you can see there's these little pins up here. And these pins tell where this container is anchored to. So right now it is anchored to the upper left corner of the screen. So when I move it, the position is always relative to the upper left corner of the screen. So what we want to do is we want to anchor it to the top right corner of the screen. And we can do this up here by choosing an anchor preset. And you see there's a lot of presets already there. We want to choose top right. And now these pins are in the upper right corner. And now it's anchored to the upper right. So if I now move this and I run the scene, you can see that it's now moving with the upper right corner of the screen automatically.
Nice.
And the same way, we can anchor this panel container here. So we can say we want to anchor this to the center. So if we run the game, then the mission container is nicely centered no matter how we resize the window. We're almost done, but there's still one problem to solve. And we can see the problem when we make the window smaller. If a player only has a small resolution, then everything gets squished together or cut off, and that is not what we want. What we want is that this scales with the resolution of the plane. And we can set this up in the project settings. So we go to project settings, window, and we maybe disable these advanced settings because we don't need them anymore. And the interesting part is the stretch mode. This controls how the game is.
Yeah, the problem here is that I don't have a fixed value for this like he does with the OK and cancel buttons. That's okay, we can move on with this. So we have these, we have the name. Yeah, we do need a script here. And this script is just going to expose. Export attribute name, which is a variable. Type string. And what else? We need the value, right? But the value is something I'm going to do later. We do this, and we also have the buttons. Already var loss button. It's a button was called loss, yeah. And we have the minus. Let me give you a class name. Attribute upgrader. There is nothing in the process. Plus button dot on click. What is the name of the button? Rest. Start connect. On plus rest. And mine US. You don't have anything. Good. Now if you do minus pressed, it is the same thing. Alright, so now we can click the buttons and things will happen. So on the experience drop, not the experience drop. Why is it here? Shit. Did I save it there? Oh my crap, I did save it there. Now they are on the right place. The UI. There you go. Beautiful. So on the level scene will also have a script eventually that we will use to grab the upgradable attributes and generate a list out of it. So for that, let's go to the game manager and let's create a function called, it shouldn't be a function. It can be a constant upgradable attributes, which is going to be an array of string. And in here, what we're going to do is we're going to say, what are the names? Health. What else? Accuracy. Shooting frequency for now. These are good for now. So from the level scene, which is already here, we're going to add scene. We go there. There is nothing in the process. What do we need to do? We need to grab the, so let's go back to the ready. We need to grab the game manager. I was expecting it to have a function. But every time I open up the panel, it's going to create these, right? Is this good? No idea. For now, it is. No. I don't need to. I forgot how to do for loop scene. Godot. The script actually. Looping. Thank you. Yeah, for. Okay. For attribute in. We're going to print attribute. Right, so if we run the scene by itself, yeah, we should see that being printed out. Health, accuracy, shooting frequency. Perfect. So of course, what we need to do is we need to add a scene here. Already var attribute upgrader scene. Is a packet scene. Reload. Let's go find that bad boy. If I start typing, oh, nice. No. It's the UI. Is this? Yeah. Remove the extra. All right. So now we have the scene. Now we need to create an instance of that. So for each attribute that it finds, We're going to create an instance of those bad boys. And we are going to add them to the VBox container as their child. And in the attribute upgrader, when it's ready, we're going to, what is this thing here? Oh, the label is called name. Will it work? I have no idea. And it didn't. Not as we expect it should. But at least it added the guys here. Let's see. There you go. Health, accuracy, and shooting frequency. And we can click the buttons, although they look awful. All right. So we do have an initial thing going on here. Now I need to find a way to make these the bars here show up properly. Right, they shouldn't. Right now they're showing half of what the max is. So this is something I need to think about with more care, but as soon as we create the panel, we load these guys, we load the attribute upgrader, it receives the name. It's also going to receive a configuration thing. And that configuration thing is what is that configuration thing? If we have the progress bar here, I need to set this up, right? Dot, and then we have these properties here. So the current value, this has to be received. We have to get that from somewhere. So we have to, when we call this, we're probably going to call the, I don't know, maybe gaming manager. We're going to call someone and say, hey, give me the current value of the given property of the player. Oh, that's going to be interesting. So it gives me 10, for instance, and then I display that. Let's say 1. Let's work with a small number here. Right, let's go by 10. And the step, I think it's a float number. If greater than 0 value was be rounded to multiple of this property's value. If rounded, it also true. So can I do this? Oh, see, it's is meant for a scroll bar. It's not rounded. So we have 9. Oh no, this is a step. I'm sorry. For the value f. Oh, see, that's bad. It just works with, not bad, but it works only with integer values, which is okay. So we need to make this value increase over time. So the first time you level up, it costs, the max is 10. The next time is going to be 20. The next time, oops, oh my god. Then the next time is going to be 30, and so on, meaning that you spend more and more points until you get to the whatever value you want. So it starts with 10, random number on my head. I think it's called max value. Yeah. So max value it is 10, and the value of the attribute. Push. For now. And besides that, what else do we need? I think this is all. It can be 0, no problem. So now I need to find a way to get that information from the player, right? So whoever creates, which is this, so the level up scene is the one who is going to create the attribute upgrader. So it has to somehow grab that information from the player. So it probably will have the player resource attached to it. Yeah, probably the player attributes. So here on the level up scene, we can drag, or we should be able to drag, why not? Yeah, I want to drag, oh, it's a player, no, that's correct. Player attributes, that's the class. It's a resource. Why doesn't it show it here? Oh, it's export, not already. There you go. Now I can go to the resources. Where are the resources? Layer. Attributes. And man, my organization skills improved. It's awesome. So now we have all the player attributes. Awesome. As player resource. So I already found a thing here. There we go. And you are going to be player resource dot this. Nice. So it's not a game manager thing. So now with that, I have access to the player attributes now. And I know which attribute I am dealing with. I know which attribute, but that is, I cannot, there is no sort of meta programming for me to go player resource dot attribute. It doesn't know what attribute is. So it's not going to parse attribute like health and do player resource dot health. I think it's called meta programming. Yeah, this is not what I want. Let me ask Gemini. I don't even know how to search for that. Can be anything. It doesn't matter. Can I? I assumed I couldn't. Oh, .cat. That's nice. See? Google search. I can do that. That's awesome. So the attribute name for the attribute will be this. Now we can go attribute upgrader dot value. Did I expose it? Nope. Yeah, so let me do that. Doesn't need to be an export. It's just a variable for max value, which is an integer, and var value, which is also an integer. What? What's going on? Something is off. Give me a second. I need to reload this. Yeah, see? Godot froze. I don't know why it does that. The game. Okay, now attribute upgrader dot value equals player resource dot get attribute is going to get the attribute. The max value is, we can say 10 for now. So if this is working, it should all be what? All the values should be. The health should be 500. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Ooh. My crap. The shooting frequency and the accuracy are both float values. So I cannot simply add something to it. Well, I can, of course I can, but I mean, how will I represent f in that bar? Because it's going to be rounded up to 1. But anyway, let's see what happens. Ooh. It's a texture progress bar. No. There you go. Health is full on. Hate when I do this. Then Godot and the external editor, they lose sync. So let's go to the player attributes and say that the health is 5, which is going to be half. So the health bar, there we go. Jesus Christ. Sometimes Godot is a pain in the butt. Okay, so it's 5. But why the other attributes are not? Oh, it's because they're floats, yeah. So I made a change to the health to be 5. And then it showed up properly. See, now if I go 10, which is the maximum value for now, then it would be full bar. Okay, so this is working. Very nice. So what I'm first seeing here is in the attributes, I will not touch this directly. What I will do is, so when we upgrade like a multiplier attribute. Right, so suppose so it doesn't get attached to being 10, 100, whatever we want the value to be. So for instance, in the accuracy, we can multiply it. How can I do that? Yeah, I need to think of a math here. Yeah, so I just think I got it. So what came to me, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream as such. Viewers will experience buffering. Oh no. Is there anyone watching me? Am I still live? Well, anyway, I have to finish this. So what occurred to me is that I will increase this. So we're gonna do by 2, by 1. Yeah. So every time the player levels up this, Hello again, Silly Spatty. So every time the player levels up, again, we cannot work with float values in here, just integers. So every time we level up something, we're gonna actually increase the multiplier of a given value. So what I have in mind is we're gonna have something like this: var accuracy multiplier, which is also a float. Oh wait, if it's a float, it's going to fuck me up again. Huh. The thing is that I cannot use floats in a progress bar. So what I thought about is this. So I have this. So according to my math skills here, this is what we would do. Right, we're gonna grab the current value, the accuracy, equals the current value times the multiplier. So then this is going to end up with a higher accuracy, because if the player reaches 1 in accuracy, it's just going to shoot like on a straight line. So if we multiply it by 2, for instance, then it's going to be 0.6. And the next time the player levels up, it's going to be 3, and so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. So then now the player has 0.65. And there you go. So this way, this is how we do it. Now I need to find a way to make this be displayable on the... So every time the player fully levels up this, okay, you level up your shooting frequency, then it goes to 0.1. The next time 0.2. You need to convert it to a percentage of a bar. I need to convert it. By it, you mean 0.1. The thing is that the bar only works, I might be wrong, but I think it only works with integer numbers. Even the step, yeah. Yeah, I need to think about it, or even using this, Betty. If you have the brain power. So, yeah, but this is what I have so far. So this is going to be the panel. Oh crap, I broke it as expected. So the panel grabs the attributes from the player and use it to display. Why is it broken? Broken. Why did I say broken? Value, max value, the max value defaults to 10, and the value is whatever we get here. Why is it breaking? It wasn't breaking. No. Now it's not showing anything. You guys brought me bad luck. So we have the attributes. Oh, it's a fucking Godot thing, probably. I think it's the 4th time I restart this. Yeah, something is off now. So let's go level up. So we have these. We have the attribute upgrader, which is okay. It's adding it, which is nice. The attribute name is it's this. It was exported before, but now it's not. But does it need to be exported for me to use it? No. Then why? Ooh. It's not showing anything. Oh, wait. Oh, it's here. It has the player resource, and the player resource has the upgradable attributes. Health, accuracy. Why isn't it shown anymore? It was just supposed to print it. Oh, there you go. Ah, fuck it. No idea what happened. Okay. So yeah, so Cinespat, if you're still there. So now the enemies are dropping something, and I have a super basic interface for the level up. So we have the level up. It's not aligned, it's not everything. I can do that later today. And we have the attribute upgrader. So we will use this to create this. Yeah, so what I'm doing now is I'm building things based on the attributes, right? So if you get the attribute, which is in the list here, so we get health, accuracy, shooting frequency. I learned this today, which is amazing. I can get an attribute based on a string. Nice, good job, thank you. This is super cool. This is really nice. So that's why I can go. So for instance, if we go say that the player health is 1 and we play it, the bar should be really small. And it's not working because I'm running the wrong scene. This is the scene I should be running. No, not you. You. There you go. See, so the health is 1 of 10. Being pretty, you just need, yeah. So yeah, so the problem that I had earlier is that I was running this instead of this. So the problem that we have right now to fix is this thing. So the bar only works with integers, and it just goes step by step. Oh my god, the step is just goes at least 1 by 1, but it doesn't allow like 0.5. It doesn't like it. Oh, come on, I tried it. I think it rounds up. So if I go... So I cannot do... So it's 1, if it's 10, it's filled up. If it's 10, it's filled up. But if it's 0.5, it rounds up to 1. Yeah, there you go. First time seeing that. So yeah, so this is why it's only displaying the health for us when we run the scene. See, so it's only the health being displayed. The accuracy and shooting are being ignored because they have load values, and it's probably being rounded up to 0 at some point. I'm not sure. So we need to figure this out. So instead of displaying the attribute value here, we should probably be displaying like the multiplier, you know, like health multiplier, accuracy multiplier, and so on. So I'm going to think about how we can do this and how we can display this. And we can talk on Discord if you come up with ideas, suggestions, or we can, as soon as we find an idea that works, we can come up here and share in the comments. But yeah, although it's kind of early at 8:12, I think I'm good for today. Let me just push what I have now. Level up UI. There you go. All right, so that's it for me today. I need to eat something, and yeah. So first time streaming on YouTube, I hope it worked well. No big surprises. It's just giving me warnings asking me to stream on a higher bit rate, which I will try to tomorrow if my computer can hold that. You've been streaming for oh, it's been 2 hours already? That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Awesome. Really good. Okay, so I really appreciate you joining. Yeah, it's new, but it's the same redemption. It's just as I said, Sinisperi and I, we came up with we joined forces and we came up with ideas to improve it based on a lot of feedback that I received. Okay, thank you Sinisperi, Nock, and Beastmaster, Terry. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be here tomorrow morning again. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.